mute the stream.
Also that.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm already there, so I'll just wait for it to go live and then hit the mute button.
I mean, it says I'm live right now. I see Wrangler's already in the chat, but he was posting before I went live. Can I get some proof of healthy stream? Is someone who's out there?
Wrangler says, just imagine the voice of Waylon Jennings narrating, "Them crazy Belmont boys are at it again." Maybe I should try that again.
So, who's Waylon Jennings?
I think it might be some Dukes of Hazzard reference. Them crazy Belmont boys are at it again. We're live. Live showtime at the Apollo.
Okay, so I need to remember what I'm doing in Simon's Quest right now. I just upgraded my chain, and I need to exchange
That hurts.
the white crystal for the blue crystal.
Learn to jump, maybe.
Yes. This is an NES game, okay? Hello, chat. I am James Craig. If you are new to the channel, I am a science fiction author, notable for having a book coming out in 2 weeks, and pre-orders are live. You can find the link in the description. I'm going to be talking about that after I give my guest a chance to chat.
Hello, everyone. I am Sean Goodwood Nash. Goodwood being my nom de plume. I am an author of historical fiction and science fiction. Got my own book series coming out, the third novel of which is coming soon. The Starship Halcyon series is available on Amazon. You okay there?
I'm okay. Well, I got told that my volume was low, so I had to grab my mic and move it closer.
Ah.
How's that, Wrangler? Probably double check where my camera's pointed now. Wrangler, is it alright now? Alright, so tell me about Starship Halcyon. I actually have never really scrutinized you about that, even though I've known you for like 2 years now.
Yeah, kind of partially my fault. Not really that active on your server. Starship
secret
Halcyon
writing cabal.
Yeah, it's basically take some of a few of the surviving characters from my first novel, The Crop Duster's Son, which World War II historical fiction about fighter pilots, and put them in the modern day. They're still alive and kicking, some of them. And
old?
Yes, very much so. Combine that with a bit of post-war drama, and introduce them to some of our modern heroes, and go from there. In 1948, one of the main character of The Crop Duster's Son. It's basically a historical. It's like the autobiography of a veteran who never actually existed. So that's the way that my first novel's written. But the series is, in 1948 he's investigating unidentified flying objects in the wake of Roswell, and he finds one. All
right, so you are aware that there was just a Senate hearing about alien bodies, right?
Yep. Didn't really watch it because distractions. But I haven't actually incorporated a little bit of the modern takes on UFOs into the narrative. Specifically in the second novel, the aliens having a big meeting, and they're aware that the humans are starting to get wise, that there's something up.
Yes, Deckard. Sorry to interrupt you, Goodwood. This is the second attempt of trying to beat Simon's Quest. Now that I know that there's save states, I might actually go back to the first one at some point. Okay, I don't think I can make that jump.
I don't think you can either.
I'm gonna hang out collecting parts till daytime. For the record, actually, this is a terrible place to farm. I have to exchange crystals and then go to the opposite side of the map right now.
I remember playing this when I was a kid.
Yeah, you're slightly older than me. This was too old for me. I'm looking forward to moving on to something a bit more modern. Hello, Tony Capone. All right, so everyone goes to Roswell, man.
Well, in this case, turns out in this case Roswell was just a weather balloon. But it's more like it's the fact that, you know, the public relations kind of thing, it demands that the Air Force at least think about keeping an eye to the sky, as it were, and that's why he's part of this investigation, kind of on the DL, you know, Project Blue Book, which is a historical thing that actually existed.
Hello, Immortal Rising. Thank you for joining.
So he's investigating the disappearance of planes that year in 1948. Two of which were just, you know, solo, just kind of went away, and some civilians reported seeing lights nearby. And this one, where it starts out, he's investigating a third disappearance that has witnesses, and he's in his after talking everything over with those on the ground who made it back. He decides to go flying for himself to find whatever might be doing the next night. So yeah, he finds it, has his close encounter of the third kind.
Cool.
Reports it in. Nothing ever really comes of it, though, because there's no more plane disappearances, and he eventually leaves the Air Force. So fast forward to 2020, you get introduced to some of the younger characters, and as the story goes on, the aliens aren't too thrilled with what happened in 1948, and when one of them realizes that main character from the previous book is still alive and kicking, he sets about looking for him. And the events of the first novel spring from there. They end up taking the starship. So the whole premise of the series is the starship and her crew of mixed humans and the aliens that built her, or at least its descendants.
So are these grays, by the way?
No, very different. They're very different from the standard gray.
Okay.
Because here's the twist.
The twist.
Magic exists in my universe.
Dude, I love space wizards.
Yes, like the whole point. The point of the series is a spiritual successor to two dead franchises, Star Wars and Star Trek. They got murdered before their... Sorry?
40K space wizards.
But yeah, it's meant to be a spiritual successor to both murdered franchises, but with my own little twist, kind of, you know, it's the very founding of the universe, as opposed to, like, you know, taking place starting out a few hundred years after and all that, what have you, or many thousands of years after.
Dude, I thought I got soft locked there.
Yeah, that would have been weird. So yeah, it's the magic is kind of a, like, you know, a cross between, it's kind of Harry Potter kind of, but they don't have to shout, and like they use wands as focusing objects, not as, like, you know, like some companion eldritch entity or anything like that, and you don't have to, like, shout spells or anything. It's a lot of it's mental. You don't go to school for it. Your parents or someone.
Sorcery.
Yeah, it's basic sorcery. It's nothing too fancy. I mean, there's room to be subtle in the actual novels, but, you know, explaining it now would be to kind of.
Oh, that would defeat the purpose of reading it.
Yeah. But it's you know, it gets explained in the course of the narrative and gets expanded upon in the subsequent books, and there's potential for it because there's actually two kinds of spellcasters, for want of a better word. And they only call it magic, for want of a better term, because it's very scientific, testable kind of thing. It's it's falsifiable and keeps to the scientific method. But there's two levels. There's they most only know about, you know, the standard sorcerer, witches and wizards and all that. but there's also a higher level called seers that can do anything a sorcerer can, but also perceive the higher, kind of like a Jedi master almost. Like imagine if Jedi could conjure and vanish thing. That's kind of what. Imagine if a Jedi could conjure food and equipment and all that stuff out of thin air instead of having to buy it or whatever. That's what a seer is. And you don't really find that out until the second novel. It's not too much of a giveaway. It's kind of a core part of the system, so I don't. It wouldn't necessarily be a spoiler.
Dude, this NES game just robbed me. Like, it was the correct thing to do to upgrade the crystal, but it didn't actually give me an interface for, do you want to hand over the white crystal?
Oof.
Very confusing right there. Alright, I'm heading back to the forest right now to go spank some furries.
That's what they want, though.
I'm here to please. What can I say? By the way, do you think that the non-human biologicals that got, air quotes, disclosed are real?
No. It's a story.
I mean, there's actually a lot of technology going on in, like, oh, hey, look, we trained some neurons in a petri dish to operate a computer. He didn't say alien biologicals, he said non-human.
Oh. I thought he was talking about my story. My bad.
No, sorry, I'm back to the Senate distracting us from something.
Oh, I mean, I'm pretty sure there are aliens somewhere in the universe.
But are they in a government lab being studied?
I'm not. Even if there were, I don't think they would actually come out and tell us as a distraction.
You know, I actually heard something kind of interesting, that the best evidence it's probably real is the fact of how bad of a distraction it is right now, because, like, nobody's paying attention to it. Everyone's reaction is just like, okay, so what are they psyoping us from right now?
Apparently, Sam Bankman-Fried's, they're no longer... They dropped the charges against him for election, whatever thing.
Financial fraud.
Not the financial fraud, but like the election, the fact that he was a super donor to the Democrats. They're no longer.
I wasn't even aware he was being charged for that. I thought the Uniparty would just ignore that.
I didn't really look at it recently. I just saw that they're no longer investigating him for electioneering or interference, election fraud. I think it was. I don't know. Frack.
I don't trust the courts at all, man.
Well, yeah, it's a lot of them are
John
bought paid
Douglas.
for.
Oh yeah, that plea deal is... You know what, actually? The fact that there isn't a plea deal right now, Immortal, is weird. The judge, like, stabbed Hunter in the back for some reason. Something's going on.
From what I heard, it was... they were that's not the only crime he's being charged for. The other crime, or being investigated for. The other crime he's being investigated for is actually high treason. That's what I heard, but I can't really back it up, though.
It's like being an agent of a foreign nation or something like that.
The Logan Act, which isn't really used much except against political enemies, like, for example, General Flynn.
Okay. So, bet time, everyone. Will I survive the bridge without a game over?
No.
Fucking...
Called it. Oh, back in the day when games were hard and had a live system.
Aha! Should have believed.
Oh, right. That was just your life, not a game over.
Right. If you watch the previous stream, like, every time I died once, I ended up in, like, a 5-death, like, loop.
Ooh, hate those. Because it chooses the worst time to autosave or whatever.
Yeah, it's like
Respawn you.
it's somehow worse than the last ground you were standing on. It was putting me like 1 pixel from falling, so if I chose the wrong direction, I'd just instantly die again.
Yep.
By the way, everyone, I do need to beg you for the like and subscribe, please. I did break 200 subscribers this week, which is cool. I need a drink. Yeah, so John, the Razor Fist video is getting some interesting feedback because like a lot of people are interested in it. And I'm getting very... Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, it jumped you. It pushed you back into the other screen when you got...
And then respawns them.
Oh, yeah.
Did you notice I have his ARC readers in there agreeing? Like, the people that his publisher paid to read his book are just like, yeah, that's pretty much spot on. Immortal Risings, I mean, technically I've had the channel for years, I guess, at this point. But I started uploading videos about 2.5 months ago. By the way, I do recommend everyone check out Liza Lamora. That's really not a... Hey, Good, do you think I'm supposed to just, like, tank this damage? Or am I supposed to go back and get the laurels? Because I think that was the clue I was supposed to get.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you won't be able to tank it because...
Yeah, okay, I guess I am retreating.
Remember, this is Nintendo hard.
I am going to get a game over here. What was I saying?
About UFOs,
it was something
Razor
about
Fist?
Long Moonlight, I think. Oh, Liza Lockmore. I mean, obviously, that was like a bestseller in the early 2000s. Everyone who's familiar with it goes, damn, that was really good. If you've read it, you'll go, yeah, that's a really good Fantasy Thief right there. Maybe a bit longer than it should have been. It kind of sagged at about the 2/3 mark, if anyone wants to argue that point real fast, but...
I've warmed up to fantasy lately.
Fantasy
like in
is
the past
great.
few years. I used to not really like it at all. But it got pointed out to me by someone that sci-fi is basically just fantasy in the future.
I think they can definitely be compared. What are you reading right now, anyways?
Rereading the Destroyermen series by Taylor Anderson.
Never heard of it.
It's basically World War II isekai.
Okay, I see why you're reading it.
Very much into the military kind of history and technology and all that stuff. I used to read Tom Clancy back when he was alive.
Oh yeah, he died a couple years ago, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a few years back. Yeah, he one of his I'm very much a fan of one of his quotes. The difference between fiction and reality is that fiction has to make sense.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I try to live by it.
No!
Oh dear.
Yeah, I guess I'm grinding. Guess I am grinding. Hi, chat. Who's in chat and wants to tell me about what book they're reading? Because apparently I have to regrind 50 hearts. Most entertaining of content right now.
I don't get what the 50 hearts is.
I have to buy the laurel to not die to the marsh, and it costs 50 hearts. Means I need to kill like 300 enemies right now.
Wunderbar.
They made games tough back in the day to get quarters out of you.
Yeah, Nintendo hard.
So I started reading an old book, 17th century or 18th century stuff. Let me find this. Can anyone see this? Vathek by William Beckford. One of the most influential Gothic fiction books, it seems. I found a list of H.P. Lovecraft's inspirations, and I'm gonna go through it, and it starts with Vathek. Cicero. Dino, did you steal, like, my Amazon cart or something? Because I literally have that arriving at my house tomorrow. I don't like the fact that I already have internet stalkers, apparently. What the heck?
Like, the first step in making it is to have some internet stalkers.
I would appreciate skipping that step.
Or you just pay them no heed.
Wrangler's drafting more books. Wrangler, if anyone is not paying attention, is another writer. Completely blanking on your series name, I'm sorry. Probably better than The Long Moonlight, though. I completely stand by everything I said in that review. That book had so many problems. Oh, once I get to town, Goodwood, I will show you what I was trying to tell you about the Anvil magazine.
Uh-huh.
Because even though, like, my webcam is tiny, text is actually so big, you will still see it.
I guess I'll go to the full screen. Oh dear. they're all over you.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no dodge button in this game.
Nope. Just gotta sit there and take it.
I think I'm actually, like, setting personal records right now. For most viewers. This is awesome. Hello, everyone.
Game start.
Hate that!
Yeah. Yep.
Haley Star, Bad Kitty, is the first one. Bad Kitty, Haley's World. It is not about cat girls. Don't get your hopes up.
Aww. I love Neko. Horrible. I'm very much a cat person anyway, so.
Dude, I am, like, no. No, my brother has a cat. I have a dog. You will never get me to be a cat person.
I mean, hey, different strokes for different folks.
A cat is not fine, too, okay? Wow, talk about generation gap. Or did I actually... You still there? Did you disconnect?
No, I'm here.
Okay. You just don't know what I referenced.
Yeah, it went right over my head.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I am an example of why children should not be allowed on the internet.
But yeah, you were talking about the young adult earlier, and part of the reason why I don't like it is because it's too young. I actually enjoy doing the, exploring the full adult kind of experience and from a more mature. In my first novel, when it came to intimacy, I was just like, fade to black and then cut to the afterglow and any chatter they might have had then. But I've actually kind of I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could actually do a proper intimate scene. So I did, and I actually thought it worked pretty well. Surprisingly well, actually.
Right on.
Especially, when you're trying to be a bit artful about it, not so tawdry, so to speak. It's an interesting challenge, and and of course I wouldn't have done it if I couldn't have made it serve the plot, and it actually does, plot and character development, both.
I actually did the same. Although I probably did less than you did, because you can almost say that it's not a intimate scene, but like two characters in my upcoming book hit it off, and the one character is just like, oh, well, I mean, this is how you progress a relationship, right? And things go wrong. I think the scene actually works really well to escalate things. Even if it is about a girl shoving her hands down a guy's pants.
Oof. Yeah.
By the way, oh wait, let me go back to town. This is Gamma Coin.
Did you get the Laurel thing?
I did get the Laurel. Let me check OBS here. Can you see it? This is my upcoming book. This is a Cyberpunk Manhunt, and the link to pre-order it is in the description. This is book 2 of the Bastion Blackstone series, and it's really good, I think. I'm also in town. Let me finally show you. It's the flip open. Do it.
I'm gonna have to look at it on your stream because all I'm seeing right now is your game screen.
Yeah, you'll have to go to the actual stream.
Yep, I'm waiting for it to catch up.
I'm just going to assume that in 30 seconds you'll see that when the delay comes through.
Yeah, we're still waiting for it. And wait. Oh, here it comes. Ah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, it's cool, but it's also like that. It's like heavyweight paper with gloss finish. 110 pages of mostly size 18 font.
Yeah, if you can only fit 2 short stories in there, that's
well, it's not that bad. It's like 4 short stories, 2 reviews. 2 reviews. There's actually a solo RPG, which I need to like take a moment to appreciate. They've got a 10-page preview of Razor Fist's new comic in there. There's quite a bit in there. It's just not 110 pages.
Actually, I did seeing the font there wasn't that bad. It's probably about what I would be able to read with lesser magnification. Again, so for those who don't, you guys don't know me, so you don't really know yet. I'm basically blind as a bat, so I actually appreciate it when they go a bit bigger on the font. Yeah.
I mean, print-on-demand services offer large print fonts for a reason.
Yeah, and Amazon has had to increase the size of their production because of inflation. So it's a good thing I don't actually publish in plus-size font or oh dear.
Hey, Deckard, what do you mean you won't pre-order?
I mean, I don't pre-order
I
video
feel
games.
like he's treating me like a crowdfunder instead of like print-on-demand pre-order.
Oh, print-on-demand pre-orders? So they actually, when you put in the pre-order, they actually will make it for you then?
Yeah. There's a 0% chance it won't be delivered. The entire point of an author doing pre-orders is to get try to get as many sales registered on the first day of release as possible. That's how you get on like bestseller lists.
Oh, okay.
But you can't do it if you haven't uploaded all the data and finalized.
Yeah, I never tried the whole pre-order thing because I didn't know that was different.
Well, you just set a publication date in the future. And you should do that because that's how with Ingram Spark at least, you have to like actually order a proof copy. And you can do that in parallel with the websites updating their metadata.
I just use Amazon. When my book is done, I bung it on Amazon and just wait. I don't even really do that much. Like they have this scheme where you basically agree with their advertising and you pay per click. So it's like if somebody sees an advertisement for your book and they go on the page, you have to pay for that click, whether they buy the book or not. And that was what got me. It was pay per click, not pay per
well, that's
sale.
Advertisement. That's different.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I don't think independent authors should ever pay to advertise. To my knowledge, there is not a single service that actually will net them revenue. If you just want to pay your way to fame, okay. But there is, to my knowledge, no service that will actually get you more in sales than you spent to get.
That doesn't surprise me in the least. It's all about what can they fleece the independents for.
I think there is a severe problem with retirees basically trying to buy their way to fame because they have money and they want to be known. So they will pay to get known. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually tried that once with a service called Books Go Social. The only reason I did it was because they offered a money-back guarantee. I ended up having to get my money back. Because I didn't get a single sale the whole entire time I was with them, and I was just like, you know what, this ain't working. Can I have my money back, please? And they're like, okay, sure.
We live in a time where most people don't read books.
Sadly, that it does seem to be the case. And if they do, they read ebooks or listen to audiobooks. And I would love to do audio versions of my books, but I have no idea how.
It costs a lot of money.
I mean, I could do it myself because I have such a buttery voice.
It
but
fits the character.
Yeah, wise guy, huh?
Okay, so I'm in a new town. I have no idea. Oops.
Oh, you got a throwing knife, apparently.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I see someone here watches
strategy guide.
You see that, Jeff? Right?
Watch videos about the book, people who actually read and then pretend to have read it themselves. Yeah, that seems to be the case for a lot of things. Like they'll watch the video about a philosophical argument as opposed to actually reading and understanding the philosophical argument.
Okay, sometimes the philosophical argument makes no sense. Just saying. Have you read Kant and Hegel?
No, and I never will.
Yeah, they're like, I just finished Man and His Symbols by Jung, and he might have a point. Like, I am trying to document my dreams now and take a look at them, but it just, you need secondary sources.
Talking about Carl Jung?
Yeah, Carl Jung. Dino, I read some Hegel when I was in college. I honestly don't remember any of it. It was just nonsense, as I recall.
Kant and Hegel, the reason why I'll never read them is because they turned Germany into what it is, Autism Central.
There's a lot of German philosophers, though.
I mean, Nietzsche seems to be the only one who actually seemed to really fight against that, but unsuccessfully, and then his sister...
I don't know, there's mid-century ones.
Mid-which century? 19th or 20th?
Yes. I mean, I just read Man and Technics by, give me a moment, I'll think of it. He wrote Decline of the West. Spengler.
Spengler, huh? You know, I first heard that name in a on a H Bomber Guy video that Dr. Rennemercam was reacting to. You probably have no idea who I'm talking about. Never mind. Apparently, H Bomber Guy was under the impression that Spengler is an insult. But actually,
rather than a person, calling someone a Spengler is calling them is insulting them.
That's what he thought, apparently. But then again, his video was about he's an SJW and he was talking about Gamergate. So anything he says is sus.
Interesting. Dude, well, hold on. How long ago was this? Freaking
Many a year.
Gamergate?
Like, yeah, literally like almost 10 years ago. Or maybe not, yeah, like 8 years ago or thereabouts.
Okay, so that's when you heard it. I have not read any.
Apparently, the last name of Egon in Ghostbusters is Spengler, so that's where I first heard it. But I didn't know it was a real guy until. Whoa! What the heck was that? Fell through the floor.
Invisible floor, I guess.
That's a trap. There's another invisible floor.
Traps. I just bonk my head.
Yes.
Oh, no, that just reminds me of something, by the way. Everyone listening, you should all consider joining my Gilded server, where the primary purpose is... What happened to my health bar?
The
primary purpose is a book club, where I'm trying to pick good books from about 50 to 100 years ago that influence a lot of the modern pop culture that we have today. We're coming in on the close of Catch-22 by Joseph Heller, which has been mind-bender, and it's going to be extremely difficult to actually discuss, because the plot just ping-pongs back and forth between, like, Seinfeld sketches. Entertaining, I don't know how to actually review the thing.
I did a bit on it when
oh my
when
god.
I was young.
I am getting annihilated right now.
I did a bit on Catch-22 when I was young. Basically, what I can get from it is it's kind of sort of it's like semi-autobiographical, and like Joseph Heller, he was an officer in a bombardment squadron, I think. Don't know what he did, but basically, it's supposed to. The whole point of it is kind of like war is just a bunch of shit happening. And there really isn't much rhyme or reason to it. It's right there with Tom Clancy's dictum of fiction and reality. War just general to those fighting it, especially if you're not on the front lines. There's a lot of stuff that just doesn't make sense. You may be trying to record what happened as faithfully as you can, but what do you do with the just out of nowhere stories? Do you tell them or do you drop them?
So, you want to join my live stream open tape discussion on Catch-22? Because I do want a couple independent creators to discuss it.
It has been a good 2 decades since I read it, but
just go watch the George Clooney adaptation. Catch up, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I have seen that. Wow, you just got freaking pwned. I think maybe you shouldn't leap in between those two guys. Maybe try to take one out.
I thought I had speedrunner strats. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I might need to ask you to pull up the FAQ.
I mean, I have it up. What do you want me to look at?
I genuinely... Oh, wait, no, there are some places I can still explore. Okay. That take a bunch of damage, apparently.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, I'm going to get absolutely wrecked right here.
Well, just turn and face the other way, hit the skelly guy, and then...
I can't jump off of this is the problem. Oh!
Yeah, yeah.
Slightly different AI there.
More A than I.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to August selection for the book club.
Which one is that?
I haven't announced it yet. You'll have to subscribe to my channel if you want to find out. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm glad I don't have any hearts right now.
Yeah, you actually have to kind of thin those guys out. Wow, and it spawns you right amongst them. At least it took into account the one you killed just before you died.
Did I loop?
Yeah, maybe not jump onto the monster's
John
head.
Douglas watched the movie adaptation of Catch-22 when I was 12, and I thought it was awesome, especially the inclusion of dinosaurs. It wasn't until the movie was over that I realized it was just Jurassic Park. That is why John A. Douglas has a big YouTube channel.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I write is because I do a lot better with these, out of the blue kind of jokes when I have time to write it down and think about it.
Apparently, I'm fighting mummies.
And fiery ghost spirits. This is gonna be fun. Especially with those Smegma chuggers chasing. Oh,
What?
dead end.
Nani? What is the meaning of this?
Oh, Mayuwa. Oh, Shinderu.
God damn it, Dracula.
So anyway, back to my series. My first novel is very much, as I said, autobiography of a veteran who never lived. But so yeah, it's told from first person, single protagonist. I switched it up for Starship Halcyon to be third person, multi-perspective.
Okay.
I used to be very much in first person or bust, but as I started exploring other ways to tell stories, which included Star Wars fan fiction, so it's a good practice. I got better at the whole and was able to better at the whole third person thing, as well as finding out that it's just the first person is actually very limiting.
Well,
there are certain
yes,
there
but that's
are
kind
a whole
of the point.
Yeah, it's meant to limit, but you can like it all you want, but unless you you can like it all you want, but it's just impossible to use for some stories.
Some stories. I'm actually committing blasphemy right now with my next novel that's coming out, because it is a two-perspective novel, which is it's got some adventure elements, it's got some romance elements. Morningstar. Ooh, I can grind for another weapon.
Yay!
Yes, Kish and Joe, lay off. I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. But yeah, so the guy who gets a portal to Alfheim in his bedroom is written in first person. But the girl who's his roommate on the other side of the portal is written in third person.
Ooh,
and I'm doing that because I believe I am selling books to men. Primarily, not precisely intentionally, but primarily. So I was just like, I think this will work better for what guys want out of this kind of high-adventure dragon-slaying story. But a lot of beta readers are just like, blasphemy!
I think... Well, here's the thing. I actually wrote a story where I played around with first and third POV in the same story. As well as first-person POV for different characters. And it didn't really seem to land as well as my other stories, or at least that's what one of the critics was saying. And I kind of got the blasphemy feedback, said differently. I think a lot of people just aren't used to those kinds of POV changes, and if you don't do it right, you can just your audience just gets utterly lost.
Yeah, like my fantasy web novel is sort of first person. Because the guy writing the story was there, but it's not his story. So sometimes he's in the scene and he says, like, I did this. But he's basically Merlin talking about King Arthur, and so it's King Arthur's story.
Yeah.
I lose a lot of people on like chapter 1 because of that.
Yeah, it's like you got to be really careful with that stuff. It's like it seems like it would be a fun experiment, and it works fine in your head. I thought it worked fine in my head, but apparently that's the limit of how far it works. And to be honest, I can see why. It's hard sometimes. For your average reader, never mind the smarty pants that you think you are. Or that's rhetorical, by the way.
Think that I am. Excuse me, I am a 5-head smarty pants.
Like I said, rhetorical you. Yeah, it's the whole it's authorship bias. I don't know if that's the name for it. Yeah, it's. So yeah, it's. I think that's wild. It just a lot of it's just considered heresy.
Yeah. So my current little the passions have taken me kind of project. I'm not supposed to go in this way. Is written in first person, and it probably currently takes the cake as my best story to date. It's going on in Bastion, so I get to explore a lot of things in better detail than my detective can explore them. And I'm doing it in first person, very, very relationship focused, and that's why it's in first person. It lets me just jump in and give backstory on like, oh, this is this game, this is that game. These companies do that. This thing is a complete scam, etc. Which would be clumsy in third person, but in first person, it's the main character's opinion.
Yep. Yeah, and that's perspective equals opinion.
Oh my lord!
You just let them have their way with you.
Bye, Morningstar. I don't think I can actually like safely grind this at night. Though these flame things are actually just kind of dangerous. I'm in the wrong spot. I remember where I am now.
It would be nice if there was a huge effing map you could just look at, find your position, and which way to go.
I mean,
wow, guys.
There used to be. I'm actually stuck. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't just let them pin you to the wall.
Hate those things. But yeah, so in the original release of this game, there was a physical map, which just doesn't come with the Steam version.
Of course not. That would be too easy.
This seriously is like one of the worst ports. It took me like 15 minutes to figure out any button that did anything on a keyboard.
Oof. You're playing this on a keyboard?
No, I'm using it. It took me a while to figure out this is supposed to be a controller game. Because I figured I could at least do things like pull up a menu with a keyboard.
Well, at least you don't have this. You're not using the same controller that was on the submarine, are you?
Don't speak the old magic to me.
Map cheat code added to the collection. Press Alt and F4.
Yeah, recommend Windows W next.
Don't. Do not recite the deep magic to me, witch. I was there when it was written.
Thank you. Alright, so how do you think I dig up graves?
I have no idea. Maybe use that. There you go. There's that. You can...
Get wrecked. Okay, ducking is still absolutely god-awful terrible in
Useless.
this game. Bye-bye, hearts.
Hearts of Iron.
Well, every time I continue, I lose all of my money.
Hearts are money.
Yeah.
Those guys
This
really
is
hate
actually
you.
a skill issue right now.
Yeah, you're tilting, I think.
How am I supposed to dig graves? It says dig up the 4th grave to get a diamond.
Maybe it's a different weapon? I don't know.
Got a bone.
Try the bone. I don't know what that bone even does. I never got that far. Yeah, I quite enjoy writing both kinds of perspectives whenever it's appropriate.
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Where I got absolutely destroyed.
Wrecked. Again.
Hello, Author's Play. Oh my god, I need to get the hell out of this. Can you pull up the FAQ and just tell me what I'm supposed to do right now? Because me getting slaughtered is not actually good content.
Okay, let's see here. Basics, man. Want to get Dracula's rib or?
I already have the rib. I think I'm looking for his eye, or I'm trying to get to the mansion with his eye.
Yeah, Brown Mansion. Let's see here. Return to Jova. Hey, welcome to the next section of the guide.
What do you know, Authors?
No. Sorry.
What you do?
Do I?
Marine.
Oh. Hey, unknown Marine. Yeah, I remember when asking him if he was an actual Marine.
Everyone does, and he very awkwardly goes, no.
Let's see. So we need to get back to the very first town of Jova, which is a trek. Still, you've gone through all these screens before, so there's no new enemies or anything like that. You don't want to get lost, though, so we'll guide you back to Jova. From the mansion. Which mansion? Head aft, mansion, I guess, where you got the rib, or the previous item. Head left and climb out of the lake. Head left to the next screen where we need to be careful as we go left. Jumping on the moving platforms. I jump on them, and they come at me to be safer. Continue to the left, continuing killing the annoying eyeballs that come at you. Green, jump up. Am I being useful to you at all?
No. I'm just going to respawn this map because I can't actually get hurt getting these hearts.
Kill off. So some of the
There's a
screenshots.
BattleNet account? Jesus Christ, man.
So Belsico Marsh was the big place you have to wade through, apparently.
Okay, so I'm past that.
Here, kill the kill the monster. Wolf. So when you were going toward where the wolf you were going on the right, go ahead and let them hit you as climb up that path around. Okay, so once you're from Jova, the starting town, as you may remember, the screens to the left named Belsico Marsh are very dangerous. So the town you were going, you're heading to the left from that one town to get to this marsh.
Yep, I already did that.
Yeah, two-headed creature. So the best thing you could do before facing them is to equip Dracula's rib. This lets you shield their fireball. This lets you shield their fireball attacks, so be sure you do that before you head to the left.
Oh my god, that's how that works. Oh my fucking... Oh my god. Okay, I don't have enough liquor. didn't understand
Andy-
what was pulling the shield out.
Andy is dandy, but liquor is quicker.
Okay, complete aside, anyone right now, Goodwood or anyone in the chat, is anyone... How did I just get hit? Does anyone play Diablo 4 and is it a scam? My friends are trying to get me to play.
I
hate
don't play it,
Blizzard.
but from what I've heard, yes, it is very much a scam. There are buttons that, will force click you to buy the battle pass or some shit like that. It's very shenanigan-y, what I've been seeing.
Hadn't heard that. God, I hate big studios.
Blizzard sucks, yes. They suck a big, fat coxicle.
Well, I am well on my way to affording the Morning Star, as I sit here waiting for daytime. I wonder if I'm actually screwing up the time progression. Excuse me. Because I'm going in and out of the screen so much.
I have no clue.
Doesn't matter, I need to get 200 hearts. Or less. Okay, it's finally morning. So, I know you like Hellsing.
Yes.
Do you like vampire fiction in general?
Not really. It's... Nah, not really my cup of tea.
Why not?
Even the kind that's like, our vampires are different. They're still vampires. Like, for example, the Anzat from Star Wars.
Fuck!
What happened? That guy just steal Dracula's rib?
No, he stole the crystal.
How did
Why
they
wasn't
steal
I
it?
given a choice to exchange it? God damn, this fucking NES bullshit.
Yep.
More grinding. Love it.
What does the crystal do?
Access to various things. The crystals reveal hidden platforms in Mansion, and I'll have the wrong crystal.
Da-ba.
Shut up, Dino. Apparently, I have spooked my dog. She has begun barking. Jorge Ramirez Martin. I've never even heard of that, Deckard.
So, okay, so the ferryman you visited earlier,
Yes, I am past the ferryman.
you need to go to him and give him Dracula's heart to... you need to equip Dracula's heart and then talk to him. He will then show you the way.
What?
Yes.
I don't have Dracula's heart, though. And he took me across.
He took you somewhere else. Okay, so you haven't gone to Rover Mansion yet, have you?
No, I'm literally trying to find the second man.
Okay, then I was on the wrong screen. Town... Okay, Rover Mansion, Dracula's heart. Town of Aljipa to Rover Mansion. You should be right
My
outside...
God, this is confusing.
Yeah, especially because none of this crap is labeled in the game. Next town we're going to is
Hey, viewers,
Aljiba.
reminder to hit like and subscribe. Tell your friends. I'm actually setting personal records right now, but yeah. We had a peak of 11 people watching. Which is almost as good as the Fourth Age. So any luck figuring out where the hell I'm supposed to be to get the heart?
You got to go to Rover Mansion and I'm trying to figure out how to
Go
get
on.
there. It starts. You have to. The starting point for this guide is Berkeley Mansion. So if you're not there,
The mansions aren't named.
no, they're not. Like I said, none of this is labeled in the game.
buy
it says-
Author's Play. No, I'm actually... So until you figure that out, I am going to just grind and get the Morning Star.
Yeah, they want you to be in the caves at some point.
What caves?
The caves you were in earlier, I think.
So I need to backtrack. So, everyone, this is a 15 to 20 minute grind fest. Ask me anything, I guess, because that's what the popular streamers do, right? Or ask my guest things.
You got to get the sacred flame in these caves for some reason. Okay. Re-enter it. Onto the pocket. Holy waters.
Author's
Break
Play.
the ground.
What is the
Cover
map
another
button?
hint book.
Who do I hate the most in the whole world and why? No one that I would traditionally hate is worth the effort of hate.
Good answer.
Dude, it takes... That didn't happen.
I didn't see it, so yeah, no, it didn't happen.
It takes effort to hate somebody. That's why I don't understand...
Yeah, actually, one of my characters makes that observation to his grandson in the first book of Starship Halcyon, per Aspera ad Astra. He's like, "What have I told you about hate?" And grandson says, "It's a waste of mental overhead." Correct.
There's a saying where it's like the opposite of love is not hate, it's apathy.
It's indifference. Yes, I think Martin Luther King might have said that.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it was someone else. I don't remember.
Quotes do tend to be misattributed.
Oh yeah. I agree with that. He has asked. Kitchen Juice says, "Do you hate the developers of Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest?"
Getting there.
Uh-huh.
It was a different time. It was before my time.
Yeah, I played it when I was a kid. Didn't get very far. Put it down. Played some other games.
Oh my
This is on my
god, I
grandmother's
leveled up.
NES.
I actually got enough hearts to level up.
Holy crap!
I
Wait, does
believe
this
that's
actually
actually
make
a
me-
permanent level up.
Oh wow! Oh, yeah, you actually have more bars on your screen, and they don't complete as quickly. Ow! I take that back. These guys really do not like you.
I have to survive until morning. Which, actually, I have liked that trope ever since Berserk.
Well, to survive till morning.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. I've never really watched Berserk.
Excuse me?
I've never really.
Okay, it's not a
Watched
thing you
it or-
watch. There's
or
no
read it.
such thing as a good adaptation of it.
I don't really read manga. I have an issue. The reason why I don't read manga is the same reason I don't read comic books. They're too small and have to really get in close to see what's being written. Plus, it's
I mean, like,
the
just
other
do
wrong-
what
the
every
wrong way.
American does and steal it. Come on, man.
like the digital scans you can blow up to where it's
Yeah.
where it's readable. But I mean, I don't know. I just prefer novels. I prefer to make the visuals in my head.
Yeah, but I think Berserk is actually going to go down as one of the most influential fantasy series of all time.
Well, I don't doubt that.
You know, Deckard, I actually have Dragon's Dogma, and I rage quit it because, like, I couldn't... It was, like, in the tutorial zone, there was something about the interface button to jump a log just was not obvious, and I was just like, this is bullshit. So I have something like 5 minutes logged in Dragon's Dogma.
Wow.
I buy a lot of games on Steam sale. Coors, author's play. I'm drinking Coors, the last one in my fridge, and then it is just Truly hard seltzers, which actually the margarita variety pack of Truly is pretty good. Wasn't expecting it to be.
Y'all might think me mad, but I don't drink alcohol.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Alcohol does not help.
I just don't like the taste.
Okay, well then you haven't tried enough. If that's your reason.
No. I've tried plenty. Don't like it, and there's nothing there's nothing you could do to hide the taste of and presence of alcohol from someone who doesn't like it. It's just not possible.
Sir, have you heard of Fireball?
The one from Revenge of the Nerds where the alpha betas burn their house down using Fireball?
I never watched it. You have to keep in mind, I am like an autistic mode, not a giant.
I mean, I watched it when I was a kid, including the panty raid scene. Yes, there is frontal nudity in Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, that whip. Oh my god. Save. Okay, so where am I going now? All the way back, because I have the wrong frickin' crystal right now?
I don't know anything about the crystal. Apparently you're trying to get Dracula's heart.
Yes, and according to Author's Play, there is a map you can pull up. Hello, trusty sidekick. This is a two-man operation. Thank you for.
So yeah, you're in Algeba, I guess. I'm guessing.
Is that where you buy the Morningstar?
Finding that out. Let's see.
Buy garlic. Send us the link to the map, okay? Post it in the writing circle.
Apparently, you get garlic from these guys for 50 hearts.
That's a lot of hearts. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I really suck at fighting.
Apparently, there's hint books that you can get in this game.
Yeah, they're hidden in mansions.
And towns as well, apparently.
What?
Yeah, they're
this game.
All it says in the hint book is an old gypsy holds the diamond in front of Deborah Cliff. Where you go to the same place to find out about Dracula's eyeball.
I don't even know what I need the diamond for. What is this town?
But yeah, Yep, you play Metroid, right? The original Metroid?
Original Metroid? No.
Well, Metroid and Castlevania together form a genre known as Metroidvania.
Yeah. More.
And yeah, you're playing half of Metroidvania, so it.
But I've never heard of someone saying that Metroid was confused.
It's less confusing than Castlevania, that's for sure.
Okay, Immortal Rising says the diamond summons a tornado, which could actually unlock a lot of areas.
Oh, the tornado transports you to places, huh? Dorothy Gale
I assume
style.
It pushes me up. There were several places in the graveyard where I couldn't get over it. Right?
Oh, wow, he could beat Super Metroid in 30 minutes. Congrats. Deckard,
Wrangler's a Metroid speedrunner, by the way, so conversation can go very wrong very quick.
I mean, he does have an anime PFP, so.
The Wrangler, not Deckard.
Oh, my bad. Herpaderp.
I'm gonna actually be upset if I can't find the second mansion during this play session. Thank you, Authors Play. Navigation is important. Honestly, the only Metroid game I played was the one on the Game Boy.
Yeah, I played that too. Back in the day. Pretty fun. Never really could get very far, but it was fun.
I think I beat it once in my life, and it may have been one out.
And what town is this?
I think this is the starter town.
Yeah, this is where you go to get to the other mansion, but you need to go to the Rover mansion first.
Is the Rover Mansion the second mansion?
Yeah.
So anyone tuning in, I'm gonna be streaming again on Wednesday. I think I'm gonna play Bayonetta, and I'm gonna hope that that game actually makes sense. I've actually never played Bayonetta or any of the sequels. I got it on Steam for $5.
I've seen the zero punctuation review of Bayonetta.
Do you
the
like
levels
legs?
I personally prefer breasts, but legs are fine.
There are many things that are fine.
Yes.
Do you remember when Zero Punctuation had, like, soul and he hadn't been completely destroyed by a dysfunctional corporation?
Yes.
Good
I do
times,
remember,
good
actually.
times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you ever read any of his books, they're really
I have,
good.
actually.
I mean, Mogworld was just... It was just fantastic.
Yes, Mogworld was in the back of my mind when I wrote Infinite Money Glitch. I wouldn't say I took inspiration from it, because it's very different. But he was one of the reasons I appreciated Mogworld a lot. Oh, come on. Save here. It's hard, it's really fast. As I have now read more, it turns out Mogworld is very much, in a lot of ways, an homage to Terry Pratchett. I found the writing, the humor to be very intentionally similar. And over here, Authors Play with the terrible opinions. Jam was horrible.
Dude. Mogworld is actually the only book of his that I have read. United.
In my opinion, it's a lot better than Jam.
I'm curious about his will save / will destroy the galaxy duology, apparently. So this is that mansion that you just...
No, that was the first mansion. That's where I got the rib.
Okay, so hang on, let me... it says to start from the first mansion.
Okay.
So...
I want the heart now.
Yeah. Dracula's Heart, Rover Mission. You should be right outside you right out Berkeley Mansion. The next town you're going to visit is Algeba, but we got some stuff to pick up on the way. From the outside of the mansion, head right, so you're heading in the right direction. You'll undoubtedly be in familiar territory.
You know, I actually should probably go buy... Now that I can afford it, I need to go buy the white crystal again. But I actually need to backtrack a lot. That was stupid of me because I'm sitting here drinking. By the way, this is a celebration stream. Just gonna remind everyone, 200 subs. Like, that's pretty good. Also, a book coming out. I'm not an alcoholic.
Yet.
There's a difference between being an alcoholic and always being down to drink, okay?
You ever seen Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid?
I liked season 1 a lot, but I found season 2 to kind of be redundant, basically.
I've only ever watched the first season anyway. I watched the first episode of the second, including the present that Miss Kobayashi receives at the end. Which, yeah, I think the first season was fine.
Yeah, season 1 was great.
Yeah, what was it that you? Yeah, when she first meets Toru, it's like, oh yeah, you down to drink? Yes, the dub is
my brother's a big golfer, and he's into Barstool Sports, and he's always sending me Instagrams of this shit. I'm not an alcoholic, but I'm down to drink Barstool Sports.
Okay.
You should understand, you're older than me. When a guy hits a certain age, the only thing they can do for fun is golf and drink, okay?
Well, I don't drink, so...
So that means you must golf a lot.
Oh, no, I don't golf at all. I tried it once when I was in my very early 20s. Like, I tried going to the driving range, and I cannot hit a ball 50 yards.
Well, it
was a complete non-starter for me.
All this way, I got scammed and robbed. My blue crystal was turned into a red crystal. So that's actually what I had to backtrack to fix. I'm going to get the blue crystal right now. Alright, so I'm going back to the mansion. Where am I going now?
To the right from that mansion. You want to end up in the caves. To get Sacred Flame.
What was that?
I don't know. I was looking at the game guide.
It just ate my jump input.
Yeah, it seems that's one of the things Nintendo games love to do is eat your inputs.
Especially on janky emulators.
Yeah. Like, if you go down here, is that the caves?
That's a different town.
Oh, okay. What name? What's the name of that town?
I have no idea. How? How did that just happen to me?
How did what? You got hit by the fire, the skeleton?
I got juggled off the left. Okay, so I'm not here. I'm going right.
Yeah. You want to go to the caves.
Okay, I'm in the caves.
Alright. Follow the path downwards. Killing eyeballs and bats is needed until you hit the ground floor. Be sure to stop once you hit the ground floor. Destroy the blocks to the left to open a path that direction.
To the left.
Once you hit the ground floor, yes. Ground.
Oh.
You do that at the end, I think. You want to keep going to the left.
Oh, that takes me out of the caves. Yeah, I'm in a town now.
Oh, okay. There's a screenshot. Nope, you're not at Might not be the right cave then.
Okay.
There
Thank
should be
you,
a wall
Immortal.
at some point. Should be a wall at some point.
What do you mean it is the right cave?
It might not be the right cave.
Go
I
up?
guess.
All this place says go up. Gotta check over here. Oh,
Nope.
that's nothing.
That might be it. Just below you. Yeah, that's it. I think. Oh, never mind. No, that's sorry.
I don't think this is the right tile set. I think there's a cave coming out of the top right that I can check.
Too bad those hearts don't actually refill your life meter.
Dude, it's crazy. You have to rest at a church to refill. Ah!
Yeah, there you go. Go down. That's the right cave then. I just saw it. Same screenshot. Once you get down to that low bottom there, then you go left. You have to destroy the blocks. All right. Now continue to the right and onto the next screen. Save before you enter it, if you are able. As you go into the next screen, jump onto the blue rock and throw one of your holy waters to break the ground up ahead to uncover another hint book.
Where? I have no idea where you mean. Oh, the rib does not. Rib does
yeah,
not reject webbing.
The very first rock you get onto when you're going through that screen we're just on. Then you go there and then you throw the holy water right there. There you go. You have the blue crystal now, so. Oh dear. Okay then.
Okay. So that is some bullshit
Get
hitboxes
the hit
right
book
there.
as soon as you can. The spiders will very likely get some damage in. From here, continue to the right. You'll battle more spiders and skeletons on your way, but our objective lies to the east. After a few screens, watch the ground in particular here, as it is very uneven. You'll arrive at the town of Aljiba. We had to farm a little bit before it became daylight. Town of Aljiba. You've got a few items to pick up in town here. Enter the first door that you see in town and it will be empty. Don't worry, the residents are just hiding. Use your holy water to break the floor here.
So I had
Okay,
to I had to do a continue. There was no chance of me getting it. I'm on my way to Aljiba. Any idea how much I need to get in that town?
First door here. Go in. Holy water. Yep. Go.
I may have already bought from these people. I am
Yeah,
I am poor.
they say you want to get the garlic. How much does it cost for the garlic?
50. Does it say how
You have
much I
50
need?
Dutch. Yes, garlic for him for 50 hearts.
No,
Is
how
where you
much
get the garlic.
do I?
It gives you 2 cloves, but that's all you need.
Well, I accidentally wasted my cloves last time I bought it.
Well, it's going to tell you what to do with them, I imagine. Head back outside and jump the gap, read the sign if you wish, and enter the next door.
Alright, so this must be... I believe this is Laurel's.
And again, it appears no one is home, but holy water the floor, blah, blah, blah. Head down to the middle floor. Stop here, though, as there is a secret nearby. On this middle floor, you can head to the left and throw holy water on the floor to find hint book 6 of 13. An old gypsy holds a diamond in front of Deborah Cliff. Another hint. Well, then continue. Down to the bottom if you wish, and to the right to see an old woman who will tell you about Dracula's eyeball. There you go.
Old gypsy.
Yeah, tell the lady here. The lady here will tell you about Dracula's eyeball.
Ah, that's what you're here for.
Yes.
I see my chat is perfectly sane and cool mental faculties.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so let's pretend I have garlic. What am I supposed to do next?
Let me see. Continue to the right side of town now and head upward. You can talk to the man on the way if you wish, but go up the stairs and into the house here once you're ready. Yeah, that says he wants you to get the laurels, and we want to buy some. So you already have those. Once you buy some, you get 2 of them on your item screen. They have special protection. Wow. Exit the house, continue into the top of town. There are a lot of NPCs up here that you can talk to. One talks about laurels a bit, blah, blah, blah. Search in this town either, which sucks. Want to find
I
the
guess
man
I'm
in the
just
gray
grinding
cloak.
right now because I don't have the blue crystal yet and it became night.
You want to find the man in the gray cloak up here, though, likely at the very end to the left, and he will offer to exchange his blue crystal for your white crystal. This is a no-brainer. The blue crystal is better in every way. It's not much of a choice either, as once you talk to him, the trade is made. We need that crystal, though. So yeah, you want to get the blue crystal. You have the white. You got the white crystal just recently.
Yes, I reset to the white crystal.
Yeah, so yeah, once daylight comes, go to the top of town and get the blue crystal off that guy. Now we're probably later we're going to find out that you actually need the red crystal, which is better than the blue crystal and the white crystal. But I'm pretty sure you actually need the blue crystal for something that the red crystal wouldn't get you.
That's what I'm assuming. Well, at least I can afford garlic now.
Yay!
I hate spiders.
Spiders hate you.
You ever read a book, Children of Time? I think that one's by Adrian Tchaikovsky or something like that.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
It got really popular for a minute. The premise was that there was this what they're trying to terraform a planet ahead of human colonization. So they send monkeys with a intelligence optimizing virus, but the monkeys die and the virus infests spiders instead. And rather than leaving them at like reasonable intelligence, it just keeps trying to optimize because it doesn't know what it's working with in a spider brain instead of a monkey. That's the premise this guy went with.
Ah.
And it just bugs the hell out of me because he has this asinine idea that spiders would always think of cooperation.
What?
And
Where does that even come from?
He compares it to the prisoner's dilemma because the spiders speak with tremor sense, basically. So the idea of two prisoners being unable to coordinate is just impossible to imagine to spiders. So their entire biology is driven through cooperation. It's just like, what?
Huh. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Like, did you not research spiders, or did you just research them and come to some weird-ass conclusion because you're a deviant or something?
No, this is not Mon Musume spiders. I would have enjoyed it if it was Mon Musume spiders.
Monster Girl Encyclopedia. Bard Vision.
You mean the waifu handbook?
Yes.
Okay, I have the blue crystal. Now I'm gonna go buy some garlic. Now what do I do? I like how as soon as we mention Mon Musume, the viewer ticks up instantaneously.
It's all for the town of Ajiba. We're about to go back the way we came, but before we do, head out of town to the right to the area known as Camilla's Cemetery.
Okay. What do I do there?
There's not much to do here, honestly, and it probably doesn't deserve its own little section. You can destroy the zombie hands coming out of the ground here, but there's no need to. To the right is a pit of water and a ledge that's too high for us to reach, so don't try. What you should do, though, is use a clove of garlic on the ground, go into your inventory and select it from all the way to the right. This will cause an NPC to show up and give you the silver knife, a good trade for one piece of garlic.
Okay, I'm gonna go do that.
Yep.
Kitchen Joe, you're missing out. At least the beginning, when there was plot. Mon Musume stopped having plot very quickly.
Somebody did an abridged version of Monster Musume.
Why would you abridge it?
It's a one-shot.
Okay.
It's just basically it's just an introduction to all the various monster girls, and the guy making jokes about them.
Okay, so where do I drop the garlic?
Right around here. It doesn't say specifically where. Let me check again. Use a clove of garlic on the ground. Go into just sit on the.
I don't actually know how to use the garlic. Aha!
There you go.
I'm supposed to leave it over there? Oh, hello.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now what?
All right. That's all I have to do here. So head back into town and go all the way to the left, leaving town the way we initially came in. Push to past the Rover Mansion. Head west out of town and make your way to the left. Be going west to the next screen, so kill all the spiders and skeletons on the way. Get to night. Go to night on the way. On the next screen is some stairs going down. Take them to the bottom and continue to the right of the cave. Got that? I think it's underneath a lake at some point.
Should I take the stairs down?
Yep, I think that's it. I just looked at.
Dude, it is actually crazy how much the game slows down.
Apparently
when
it's
one
submerged.
sprite over.
Yeah, continue to the right in the cave. There. Take the lower path here as we don't
God,
want
I forgot
eyeballs.
to switch back to holy water.
So you just threw a garlic on the ground.
Yes.
Can you pick it up?
Oh.
Yeah, you want to take the lower path. Or, fine. Yeah, there's a lake right there. Hang on, let me... we're at a lake. This place is called Yuba Lake, and there's a secret here, like the hint book told us. What you want to do is equip your blue crystal and kneel at the lake. This will open the path downwards. Follow it down to the right, and you will find the submerged rover mansion. There you go.
Getting worried there. Excuse me?
Yeah.
What was that?
You're supposed to climb the stairs because F you. Nintendo hard. And here's Rover Mansion.
As I have over-leveled weapons.
Sure.
This lag!
Online lag.
Oh,
Learn how to play.
not online, it's a sprite limit.
Dark Side Phil. You ever heard of Dark Side Phil?
No.
Okay, never mind. I'll spare you the gory details
My
and let you
uncultured.
live on in ignorance. Believe me, you're better off.
Okay. Okay. Ah!
Oh dear.
Okay, so I have the oak steak. Progress. Speed running.
Egg. And dying.
Fuck off, Kitchen Joe.
What did he say?
Actual boomer moment.
No,
How?
actual boomer moment is me trying to play this game. Yeah, he's better off not knowing DSP. Trust me, he really is.
Oh my fucking god.
Don't tell him about DSP, please don't. His virgin ears. Back in the mansion?
Yeah, I am in the mansion. I got the oak steak.
Steak.
I want a steak. I actually haven't had dinner tonight.
Oof. Too bad you can't, order a steak online.
I actually probably could. I bet you I could DoorDash Texas Roadhouse. Can't tell if you guys are making a joke about a YouTuber I don't know, or if you're making a joke about me struggling right now. Goodwood, help me out. What is going on? Explain chat to me right now. Everyone's in on a joke but me.
DSP memes. Like I said, trust me. You have to trust me here. You're better off not knowing. You really are. The guy is an embarrassment.
Okay. God fucking damn.
Rage Against the Machine.
Dude, that joke stopped making sense during COVID.
What, you mean when Rage Against the Machine turned full communist?
Yeah.
Author's Play says, on Halloween you should order DoorDash and place the order in your worst vampire accent. I just want a bite. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, DSP what he did when he thought the camera was off. Oh, I know what he did.
What, he jerked off on camera?
Nailed it.
Feel bad for him.
I don't.
That is why I unplugged my camera. I did it! Got the heart.
Nice. You gotta start filming his TV with a camcorder? What the fuck? Even I didn't know that. Jesus, holy.
Okay.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I'm feeling the panic right now. I think this stream has gone on too long if we're talking about some internet dude jerking off into a camcorder.
No. He used the camcorder to film his video games because he thought that's how Let's Plays worked.
So I've defeated the second mansion. That's progress.
And walked right into an enemy.
Because I'm reading chat.
Right. Convenient excuse, but, valid one. Well, is there fall damage in this game? Apparently not.
I think they got the logic time for that. Come on. Just gonna get out of this mansion and call the stream a day.
Yeah, that seems like a pretty good place to stop.
We've gone into dark corners of the internet.
Like I said, he really didn't want to know. Uh-oh. Oh.
I can't imagine there's something else in this mansion I need to...
Let me see. Checking the guide thing here. You serve trip is twice as big as it needs to be. There's 2 halves in this mansion. You have absolutely no reason to explore half of it. Head inside and kill all.
Yes, I know who Chris Chan is. I had not by my will, but I do know who he is.
Yeah, you got the oak stake, so
yeah, I got the oak stake in the heart. I assume I can just...
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm gonna have to pick up Dracula's knickknack next.
Next is Dracula's eyeball, and that's Brahm Mansion. So yeah, I did say save in front of the entrance to the mansion. The last one.
All right, this has been fun. Also
all right,
slightly disturbing.
If you guys are interested in reading my novels, they're up on Amazon. The Crop Duster's Son and the Starship Halcyon series. Book 3 is in editing.
And Gamma Coin now has a fancy dancy trailer that's available on this channel as of 30 minutes before the stream. You should all go check that out. Tell your friends, tell your reading buddies. Inflict it on strangers if you must. Word of mouth is the best marketing.
Yep, I hope you guys enjoy our books.
I hope this has been at least mildly entertaining.
Yeah, I've had fun.
That's what's important.
The fact that you put up with my silliness is, impressive. Most people don't.
I have a high tolerance.
I try not to overdo it. Lots of webs chasing you.
I know, right? Holy shit.
Guys do not like you at all.
Game of Coin, Kitchen Joe, Game of Coin has been available for pre-order for a while. I just haven't mentioned it because Amazon took forever to load the cover art, and like, you lose sales if you send someone to a sale page and they think there isn't cover art. I think Kitchen Joe's been drinking this whole time, just like. Buy my book. It's good. Leave a review. On YouTube, on Amazon, on Goodreads. It's all good. Tell people about it. That's how audience builds.
I like reviews
Suffering.
too.
Oh my god, the Suffering. What went over my head? You know what? I'm tired of chat being smarter than me. Time for this to end.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone. See you again on Saturday's stream, and you can tune in for a video tomorrow that should be about Young and dream sequence stuff. Bye.
Jung, not young, by the way.